Close USA Today Sports' Martin Rogers discusses the victory for the United States, who will host the 2026 FIFA World Cup along with Canada and Mexico. USA Today Sports Moscow. The United States will host the 2026 FIFA World Cup after its three-way bid, along with Mexico and Canada, was granted staging rights during a vote here on Wednesday. The United bid, that will see 60 of the tournament's games held in the U.S., with Canada and Mexico getting 10 each, beat out the underdog campaign of Morocco to bring soccer's biggest show back to American soil. The U.S. previously hosted in 1994, and the potential for a highly lucrative tournament, plus the existing stadiums and infrastructure, likely played a major role in swaying voters. With the breakdown of voting results made public, the United bid claimed 134 votes, with 64 giving their support to Morocco and one country voting for neither bid. After the U.S. men's national team missed out on qualifying for this summer's tournament, which kicks off at Moscow's Luzhniki Stadium on Thursday, the news of the successful bid was a boost to frustrated American soccer fans. Following allegations of corruption regarding the 2018 and 2022 voting process back in 2010, more than 200 member nations took part in the decision this time around, instead of a 24-person committee. While Morocco, as expected, obtained strong support in Africa, the United bid's power base in Central and South America, plus some welcome backing from parts of Europe and Asia, made the difference. World Cup predictions. Can Germany become first repeat winner since 1962? Every World Cup champion. Tournament history lesson. World Cup. Top 10 best moments in tournament history. There had been concerns that political factors, such as the United States' waning popularity overseas and what was perceived as an interfering tweet about the bid from President Donald Trump, would count against it. However, the strong marks the United bid received from FIFA evaluators boosted its prospects. It is expected that both semi-finals and the final will all be held in U.S. Close sports pulse. USA Today Sports' Martin Rogers discusses Russia's first time as a World Cup host, the underdogs of the tournament, and if a South American country can there its World Cup in Europe since 1958. USA Today Sports. Indeed, Trump's behind-the-scenes actions may even have helped sway some key votes. The White House provided U.S. Soccer President Carlos Cordero with 3 separate letters that Cordero showed to delegates, containing guarantees from Trump that any immigration policies relating to predominantly Muslim countries would impose no restriction affecting the tournament. Both bids were permitted 15 minutes to make a presentation to the FIFA members immediately before the vote. The United bid featured a youth team player from each of the 3 nations, beginning with a moving tale by 17-year-old Canadian Alphonso Davies, the current Major League Soccer Player of the Week, about how his family had been welcomed after fleeing civil war in Africa. The 3 federation chiefs also spoke, with Cordero strongly emphasizing the profitability of a North American tournament, promising $11 billion in revenues. Morocco's presentation took some not-so-subtle shots at the U.S., highlighting the fact that guns are banned in Morocco and stating that during the 1994 World Cup even world-renowned soccer stars were unknown in America. It was a solid performance by Morocco, which entered bidding late and was always going to be up against the odds. In the end it wasn't enough, and Americans fans can look forward to the return of soccer's greatest event in what can only be seen as a massive boost for the domestic game.